Hello, everybody. It is me, Grim, and I will indulge into the fact of what is going on with Gun Cross. At the rate it is going now, it is going to the term of end of service. Now, my thoughts about these new units. The fact that they changed the ult levels from now to 2-6 is kind of ridiculous. It was 4-6, now it's 2-6. And one of my biggest things about Gun Cross is new players get a lot of gems, but in-game players like myself and other players, we don't really able to grind gems, and they need to do a better job at updating this. And I feel like they should add more to reverse stage. They could do let me see. They could do Four Nights of the Apocalypse or something along them lines, to where like Lancelot, not anyone who's watching this, they can skip to ahead, but like Lancelot against 4 horsemen, or I can't remember which chapter, or the people he was fighting. And another big thing that needs to be changed is the SA coins. The SA coins you can barely get. You only get them from doing Endora and time waking the time limit dungeon key. And you can go in here and buy one with 2 SSR coins, with 2 festival coins. Now, you don't necessarily have to do that, in my opinion. I do it because I need SA coins. Pendants are very, very easy to get, in my opinion. And the reason why I say that is because once you get everyone level 100, you just stack a bunch of pendants. Now, and I think Gun Cross needs to change a lot of things. Like, for an example, UR units. Go back to how, I think it was this one. Go back to the way UR Escanor wasn't dupe heavy. He's not even dupe heavy. Only thing about his passive is he gets more it's really, really stupid nowadays, because now UR's is very dupe heavy. Like Sabnak, she don't need dupes, and I don't think Thor needs them. Thor does not need them. Go back to how URs used to be. Like DK Melee, UR Gother, UR Escanor, UR Sabnak, UR Thor. All of them is not dupe heavy. Arthur, he does not need dupes. And they're the highest CC characters in the game. And what I'm trying to say is, they could change their passive. They could change Arthur's passive in his relic. They could change Gother's passive. They could change you are Escanor's passive. This like they done to Sabnax. Sabnax passive has changed. They changed their passive completely. Now, if we go to now the past two URs was Salos and Escalon and Melon. Oh, that's free. My bad. They needed dudes. You need the minimum at 1/6. They're kind of useless. They don't do a whole lot. Now the minimum you need them to be is 5/6. Is at least 5/6 for them to be somewhat decent. Now, don't get me wrong, they're good at 2/6. Like mine does fine at 2/6. I have mine 2/6. But the fact that they want to urge people to get the minimum of 5/6 Escalon is kind of ridiculous. And it's the same thing with Salos. Salos was a little bit different. 2/6, I got her 2/6, but you needed her, I think, you needed her 5 out of 6. And the only thing that changes is at 5 out of 6, she increases basic stat by 50% of Salos' initial stats. And she goes up, oh my god. So at 3/6 and then 5/6, she gets a 100% increase of the target's increased defense when a hero uses a skill. Now, all in all, Salos was a great character. She's wonderful in Guild Wars. She's not used a whole lot in defense in Guild Wars, but she's used in some cases. But Salos was a good unit when she first released, and her unity is good. But it's the topic I'm saying is you need heavy dupes for every character. If it's not dupes, you need you just need dupes. I mean, it's the same thing for King. King needs dupes. King at 1/6 only gets 12%. Hero's max HP increased by 12%, and the basic stacks increased by 15%, and the hero applicate allies damage taken from the enemy's skills does not exceed 50% of their max HP, and that goes all at 6/6. Let me see. Yeah, 4/6. You need King 4/6. Now King is not even. King was not even a UR. He was a SSR. He is labeled as, I would say, a UR, kinda of a UR to me, because he needs dupes. Now, onto the bigger topic. UR Melee, and this is Nemesis Meliodas, the Meliodas that we've all been waiting for years and years and years. He needed dupes. You needed him 3/6. Or 4/6 or 5/6. I think 5/6 was the minimum, because at 5/6 he gets the 5 orbs back, and he gets a 40% damage taken suppression. His talent can be used 3 times, and his attack stats goes up to 50%, and his applicate allies participating in battle increases their basic stats by 15%. Now, at 6/6, he has a like a nice little art, and that's one of the biggest things I can say that Marvel is greedy about. They're greedy about money and greedy about how much money people put into the game. I'm gonna use someone an example. My friend, or one of my best friends, in Captain, Big Frost, he went 8 rotations on the melee banner just to get all of them 6/6. And you want to be technical. The rates, and this brings it to another topic. The rates are really trash. These are like collab rates, and it's one of the things that needs to be changed. Is the rates in dupe levels, and it's getting to the point where a lot of people are quitting. Like, for the past collab, you needed them at least sorry guys, you need them at least 3/6 or more. And Zonka was the most useless. Yes, he's a backline, but he is not used. You don't even see him used. And the reason why is because you have Tamaki. Tamaki is the best human backline because she gives you evade. Zonka, you need him 4/6. Engine, you need him, I think, 3/6 as well. Let me check. Yeah, you need Engine 3/6, and then Rudy, you need him, I think, 3/6 as well. So it's really just that's what GC players are complaining about, is going all the way to pity and just getting one copy of the unit, when that one copy of the unit needs dupes. Now, I'm with a GC creator. He's just started, and his name is Rokushi, or I'm probably butchering his name. He is doing a thing that's called 1 free melee. I will put it in the description of this video. He is doing a forum that he wants GC players to do, so we could maybe get GC devs the chance to redeem themselves and fix this issue with the dupe levels and rates. I think it needs to be changed, and the game content needs to be changed. The only thing game content we have is Demonic Beast 4/4 and Supreme Deity and Demon King, which in-game players are almost done with that, and you don't really have much to do. Add something that's a little more enjoyable, maybe something that keeps, Grand Cross players busy, not something that is so hard. Like, don't get me wrong, Supreme Deity is so easy. You put Escalon and what's his name? I use this team, but you can use. There's so many teams you can use. You can use humans. You can use the Sins team, or you can use the Subaru team and get a free revive just in case you die. And you can even use Engine. Engine is a really good damage dealer. It's these two are the only in-game content that we can do. I mean, Bird, like the 4/4s are very, very easy to do. Like, dogs is super easy. Once you get to level 3, even with the new Thonar, or even with the old Thonar, it's super easy. You could simply use Thonar and go into the last phase and remove 3 orbs, and then Escalin's ult, and then double single target with Escalin, and you just kill them all. Deer is a little bit of RNG, but Deer is super, super easy once you get the gimmick. The gimmick is simple. For the first phase, you just kill. In the second phase, you do 2 of the same colors. Then you attack with the other color. So, like, for an example, if I attack with, where is it at? If I attack with green, that means I have to attack with red. And so on and so on. Then, for the third phase, you have to do 3 of the same colors to get a shield. And if you don't get that shield, you will get nuked. And for the last phase, you continuously have to do the color wheel. So you have to do, you can start off with any color. You can start off with, let's just say, green, blue, red, and then you go back to green. And so on and so on, until you remove his immortality and the final damage decrease. And Deer is the most easiest. You need an Amplify and a Power Strike. Thor, her 2 cards removes the immortality off a bird. Biro is just there. I'm starting to use Biro more because he's more. He is, I would say, more useful. I've used Xion, but Xion didn't feel much of a use, so I kind of just started using Barrow. But on the first phase, you just kill and you try to get 3 silver cards, well, level 2 cards. Then once you get that, you apply that card, and then for the third turn of phase 2, you try to kill. And then for the third phase, you have to remove the immortality with either Tyr's Amplify card or Beer's Amplify card, or Merlin's Power Strike card, or Thor's 2 cards. And then for the last phase, you could just use all your ults and just kill. And another thing, I feel like they could change Training Grotto. I add more things that we can do in Training Grottos. And another big thing that has came to my attention is add more storage. Yeah, you can get storage from Tidal, but they're super, if we go all the way down, you only get gear storage when you complete 200 of the super deities protection. Now, in-game or new players can't really get that. And these are for Con 8, like the Constellation of Famine, and then the Constellation of Pestilence. All gives you equipment. And none of these, no one has completed yet. There are some people that is close to completing it, and then these two you can get. This one is for Turning Grotto, and then this one is completing Demon King's Protection 200 times. Neither that I have, and then the Constellation of Wrath, but other than that, and this one too, Battlefield Conqueror and Fight Vessel Conqueror and the Fight Vessel Victor. So it takes. You have to be constantly grinding just to get those two titles, and once you do, your storage goes up a lot more. At the moment, I'm at max storage. Well, max storage, I'm at 585 because I don't have a whole lot in my storage. But yeah, this is just my thoughts of how the game is going, and it's going to it's going to what some games are gonna go to, and it's going to go to the EOS, in short terms, end of service, and that means the game will just shut down, and when it does, it will not be runnable no more, and that's kind of how it's going to, because the game is not progressing as it should. It is failing really, really bad. You can go onto a website and look at the how much money they made. It was a lot during Nemesis Meliodas, but the past collab in this Meliodas, it's dropped down, I think. I've not even looked, but I think it's dropped down. Someone can correct me in the comments, but this is just my thoughts of Grand Crosshair lately, and I'm going to end the video here. I will see y'all next time. Goodbye.